Hi everybody, and welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to a new video. Yes, I'm here in Moscow region. I'm actually by a major highway. I'm going to take you for a bit of a tour around one of Russia's best petrol stations. Yes, a petrol station, and how many unique features it has that may be different from where you live, maybe the same, but it's right behind me, so let's go and have a walk around. Now, the petrol station we've actually come to is called Neft Magistral, which is basically kind of oil pipe or oil shop. It's a little bit hard to translate the last part of the word, but it's actually a huge petrol station. Now, we're just outside here where all the gas pumps are, and there's 19 gas pumps. Now, for Russia or for Moscow, this is actually far more than usual. Typically they'll only have 4 or 6, maybe 8 at the most, but this has 19, and this is just basically the regular fuel. And then off in the distance they've also got a separate area for gas, or LPG gas, or auto gas, depending on what you call it. So we'll have a look at that as well. So yeah, when I go to the petrol station in Australia, the actual gas or LPG gas is actually at the same bowser, or next to the same bowser as the normal petrol. And here it's completely separated. It's kind of interesting here as well. There's literally, we've been here about half an hour already, and we haven't seen a car pull up here yet to the gas stop. Now, one of the things that's a little bit unique here in Russia is you can actually pay for your fuel on your navigation app. This is called the Andex Maps.
So you choose basically what pump you're in. So basically, if I'm on a pump number 7, I'd press 7, I choose my fuel. So there's diesel. You could actually see the prices here as well, so you can convert it, guys. So basically, if I want like 92, I would choose the amount of liters or amount of money that I'd like to put in the car, and then I just press pay, and it's gonna go in, and yeah.
Now, one of the other things which is a little bit unique here in Russia, which used to be in Australia years and years ago, is they actually have the attendants who put the petrol or the gas or the fuel in your car for you. So we actually have this lady here waiting for the next car to pull up. So she basically stands out here, and then as soon as the car pulls up, the driver generally just advises you what fuel to put in. And then they actually put these red kind of stop signs in front of the car. So if you can see this right here. Now, I originally thought this was to stop you from driving off and not paying, but obviously you go inside to pay, and that sort of cone gets taken away. So you'll see now these two guys here will kind of argue who's next to get the fuel for their car. And what they do is they put the nozzle in the car for the fuel. Now, I don't want to show you anything you've never seen before in your life, but I just find in terms of what they do in Russia to other countries, it's a little bit different. So the guy goes and puts the fuel in for you, and then these signs get put in the front of the car. Now, the whole reason for this sign is so that the driver doesn't come back and having paid for his fuel, and then the attendant has forgotten to take the nozzle out. So, because this guy will sort of service a few cars at the same time, he'll maybe come back a few minutes later once the next car's done and remove the sign away. So as soon as the car's fueled up, he'll remove that sign from the front, and then the car can keep going. Now, I wonder, wherever everybody's watching in the world, which country you're from. Let me know in the comments if you still have these guys that come and fill up the fuel in your car for you. In Australia, they kind of did away with this around about, I think, 10 or 15 years ago at least. So this guy is done now putting the fuel in, and he'll now go off to the next car basically and wait for the next one to pull up. Again, we're on a major highway here, so there's a lot of passing traffic. It doesn't seem quite as busy because it's such a big place. I mean, and that with this many pumps as well, you don't sort of see it sort of crowded up like smaller gas stations with only a few pumps. All right, we're going to head on inside now, and we're going to have a look at some unique differences, maybe not, of a full service petrol station in Russia. Now, so this place is like a warehouse. It's a big place. Actually, it really is a big place. So you've got the payment counter off in the distance, and then if we swing around, you'll see here they've actually got a full cafe and sit-down restaurant, I guess you would call it. And it's beautiful and cool in here, by the way. The air conditioning is pumping out, let's call it, with this weather. It's kind of been very warm the last 3 days, so. And have a look at all the cakes and danishes and pizza here. Now, walking around, it's making me smile just thinking about this, but I'm going to show you a couple of things that you probably don't see in petrol stations where you live in the world. And one is airsoft rifles. Yes. They've got the Kalashnikov airsoft rifles. Airsoft. Sorry. Now, and then you can also get all of the accessories and, I guess, do they call them bullets? Or pellets, I think, or pellets. Yeah. Now, if anyone does or doesn't know, my wife's last name is Kalashnikova. So this is part of the reason I'm not getting a divorce anytime soon, because this company is going to come chasing after me. Now, right next to the airsoft rifles is jigsaw puzzles. Now, I wonder how many people in the world has bought a jigsaw puzzle in a gas station. Now, I've never seen them ever before in a petrol station in my life, but there's a ton of them, not even just a few. The other thing that's a little bit different here too is they've got a selection of barbecues in the petrol station. So now if there's any Russian viewers watching, you're just going to be laughing at me laughing, because they're like, oh, that's normal. But I don't quite think so. There's actually a good selection of them here. You know, it's not too high priced compared to regular barbecue shops, but in a petrol station. And then in the window here, there's even more barbecues. Have a look at this. There's a whole range of them, and there's even a few on special. It's very cool. There's even like a kettle one here, which is pretty neat, where you basically put the fire at the bottom and then you can take the lid off. But there's a whole selection of them right in the store. Just in case you need a kettle or an iron, we can get one here also. And just if you're in the workout mood as well, they've got workout gear. They've actually got a whole kind of mini aisle of workout gear, which is kind of along with kids' toys. Actually, quite a lot of kids' toys. And then there's even a pet section as well. So you can get pet food. One side here is dogs, the other side's for cats. And then fairly normal things like cool drinks. Get a bunch of flowers. You know, these are all the energy drinks as well. I'm not into these at all, but Gorilla, Burn, Adrenaline. Okay, we know Red Bull very well. Monster. Is it Tornado, I think? I'm not sure of that last one. And then plenty of different chips as well. We just spotted something else here which is a little bit unique. So there's obviously some food and snacks and things like that. But how about a 4-kilo bag of pasta in a petrol station? Now I know I'm repeating things quite a fair bit, but I thought it was worth pointing out. And then if you need some chocolates, there's plenty of choices. And have a look. If you're planning to drink and drive, you can also get the bourbon and liqueur chocolates also. Yeah, it's really interesting how much kids' toys they've got as well in the petrol station. So they've got an aisle over here, and then the one on this side. And then also on the other side, they've got all these sort of fluffy toys and plush animals. All these different types of dogs. These aren't really that cheap. I mean, this is 3,600 rubles. So that's just about $90 for a fluffy dog that you're buying in a petrol station. And over here some more kind of Lego kind of stuff. Yeah, Hot Wheels, Barbie dolls. So along with Coca-Cola leaving Russia, it's still definitely available here in this petrol station, along with Pepsi and Schweppes. And then I might have pointed this out in other videos, but you can get the Scottish drink here, Iron Brew. But it's actually interestingly made in Moscow, so it's actually Russian made under the supervision of Scotland, as it says on the label. And then here at the checkout where you pay for your fuel and your shopping, there's also a pharmacy. And this is not just like a little shelf of a few items here. This is a full-fledged pharmacy with everything you'd possibly need and more. And then also even kind of prescription style medication at the back there, all in these glass cupboards. But they've actually got a separate person that comes and works here, not the normal lady at the register there. So interesting. Is there a pharmacy in a petrol station where you live? Now, the one thing that's is definitely missing from Russian petrol stations is there is no beer or alcohol served whatsoever. And that's actually a law. So now actually seeing it in a gas station wouldn't be unnormal for Russia, but they definitely don't have it for sale here whatsoever. They even have a nice baby section as well. So they've got all sorts of different accessories for kids, even diapers, nappies, and then even like bath and shower gels and anything that's basically for babies and infants in a petrol station. Let's just add that at the end of every time I say something. So coming back outside, they've also got the car wash as well, and this is the one that you do it yourself. So basically you put the coins in, you choose the different options that you want to do, so the wash, the rinse, the wax, and it's this is very much the same as Australia. There's no difference about this at all. The only difference is you use a kiosk to pay versus putting coins into the machine. So somebody's got a Hyundai there getting washed, which I had a Hyundai back home, so it's all too familiar for me. And there's actually even the last spot over there after number 5 is 6, and there's a truck kind of stop, so to speak, so the guy can basically rinse down his main cab of his truck. So I'm here with my friend Ivan, who also has a YouTube channel. Now his channel is called
Sanctioned Ivan. Links are going to be in the description. But anyways, guys, we're over at this gas station, this big Russian gas station, and I thought it'd be a good idea to give my car a good rinse because I was on a trip a few days back. So we're going to show you how it works. So I have 1,000 rubles right here, and I'm not even sure it's going to give us change, but let's have a go.
So Ivan's figured it out finally, and then hopefully he's going to do a little bit of recording for his channel at the same time. He's doing I guess this is the washing function, I'm not sure. And then he's going to do the rinse off. He has a big Escalade as well, which is not all that common in Russia, as the truck nearly comes by us right here. So he's going to get on and wash the car. Alright, he's figured out the rinse mode now, so he's going to rinse off all the soap from the car, which has worked out good after a few malfunctions with which is the right buttons to press on the machine. And then just look what pulled up next to us. We've got the bigger version of Ivan's car. So we've got one Cadillac over here, and then right next to it, we've got Ivan's Cadillac on the next bay over. How cool. They've actually almost very similar colored paint jobs as well. Now he's figured it out. Good wash of the car. Alright, so I'm going to just take you for a bit of a walkthrough of what they have here at the cafe. And firstly, they've got lots of pastries and nice treats right here. These are pretty much, I would imagine, are fresh delivered daily to the store. They also have their own speed ovens in the back for croissants. So I think they've got a combination of making their own stuff, And then they've got a menu as well. And they've got burgers, hot dogs. They've also got quesadillas, which is not so Russian, but I guess they're kind of Americanizing the petrol station. Some nice cool drinks right there. And then some wraps, chicken burgers, hamburgers. And there's even ready-made sandwiches. And these are basically heat and eat meals. This is kind of the healthy options, if you would call it that. So you've got salads. There's even borscht soup right there, which is pretty nice. And some chicken and salad wraps. And there's the croissant sandwiches right there. They actually do their own sandwiches all in-house as well, which is very neat. Pretty easy to pay right here. And then we'll see even more. So these are more of the croissants. So they've got them with kind of chocolate and honey on top. And they've got some like strudels and different things. And there's the pizza. Even the pizza looks good. Check that out. Yeah, they've got a great selection. They really have of different foods. Here's the hot dog lady making the hot dogs. They've actually got their own separate stand for hot dogs. So how neat is that? Yeah, they've got a full service kitchen back there. It's not just a couple of machines. So it's really a proper sit-down restaurant menu. Now, we're actually not going to eat here. We've decided we're going to go find it somewhere else because we've had a good kind of a while walking around here. So just thought I'd just definitely point out all the choices for you. And this isn't a petrol station. Keep that in mind. Oh, здравствуйте. Oh, one of the staff is waving. Oh, welcome. No worries. Yeah, the guys just want to say hello to us. Okay, everybody, we've come to the end of our bit of a walk around and tour of this huge petrol station. Now, I think this is kind of the pinnacle or the best petrol station in Russia, but maybe there's somewhere better. Maybe let me know if you're actually Russian and watching this. Let me know of maybe somewhere else I can take a tour of. But quite a lot of unique things, particularly in the retail side of the store inside, and the restaurant and the food offerings. You know, petrol's still petrol here outside. I think that's no different, but self-service checkout, that's something that's definitely gone away in the last lot of years around the world. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Thumbs up if you liked it. And I'm off on another adventure. Bye, everybody. Bye.